Electrical boxes. All right, so electrical boxes. So I'll give this a shot. So, or conduit. Sometimes you have a conduit coming out of the top of a block wall, and instead of using a saw to cut a little notch for that, because once again, remember the saw, like you got to send it down, bring it back up. You got a wet cut. You can use the hammer, and even like the way the brick hammer's shaped, that square shape. You can use this square hammerhead to shape the block into I've seen guys, and I have done like perfect squares with this, and that's what the shape is for. All right, so I'm going to do a box here. I am going to mark this one for you, Bob. All right.
You have to do this next year, right?
Yeah, but usually you cut it on the saw. But I'll show you how to, if you need to, make it in a pinch. All right. So I'm just going to kind of mark where an electrical box would be. Typically, they are 2 inches by 4 inches. So I'm going to go 2 inches. I'm going to make a 2-inch by 4-inch deep. And I'm going to make these just kind of guideline lines here. Right? I'm going to try to get that out. That's a lot. That's a long way to go. It's definitely a lot of work. The key to making these hammer cuts is you take out a little material on the back, little material on the front, little material on the back, little material on the front. So yeah, the bottom square part of the hammer, you start taking material out this way, and then you can start taking material out this way, and then you can take material back out this way. And then material this way. So this one doesn't make as clean of a box. Say I'm a little out of practice too, but
it helps if you've got a new hammer too. To start to clean edges on it.
Yeah.
That's not a square. Worn down.
And you kind of just keep taking the material out. And this will get it down to where you want it. So I'm really using the bottom corner of that hammer to shape this out. And you can see I went straight down. If you got a conduit, typically something like that will be good enough. All right. But see how now that's shaped that like that? Now that's where you can use this side of this hammer to really, if I lay it like this, you got to be careful because then it's like, it wants to potentially break. But then I'm going to use the square side of that hammer to try to square this up a little bit. Look, I got to take the back of the material out first. It'll help me with making the front look square, and it makes it easier. Look, so I got a weird angle because this way I'm right-handed, so it's easier. This is like backwards for me, so I'm going to switch it so it's easier to hit. And I'm going to get back to the bottom half of my hammer here. Try to take the back of the material out without breaking this thing. Yeah, there you go. It's starting to come. Don't take off too much. Now I just want to square this bottom corner up. That's where the shape of that hammer is going to help me out. See how I square that up? And I'm going to just hold this thing together so it doesn't fall apart. Yeah, there you go. Nice square. Nice and square right there. And I'll just square that up a little bit. And there you go. You can make yourself a square.
Ew!
You know, and dude, I was definitely forearms on fire a little bit. Right? That's the downfall to that is you get tired. But yeah, there's a little bit of material back there. See that material? If I use the bottom of this hammer, you can just take that right out. And there you go. That's how you can make electrical boxes with the hammer. So that's all the hammer tricks I got. I might have a couple more on my sleeve, but I'll save those for another time.
Ew.